John Ulzheimer is known as one of our nation's most recognized credit experts. Having worked for 28 years in the credit industry, John has become one of the most prolific speakers about credit and the go-to authority on answers to credit-related questions. Credit Countdown with John Ulzheimer.
Hello, my name is John Ulzheimer. I am a consumer credit expert. I've been in the credit industry for almost 30 years now. I have spent time at Equifax, which is one of the 3 generally recognized credit reporting agencies, and FICO, which is the company, obviously, that is behind the FICO credit scoring system. All right, today, I'm going to be answering a viewer question. The question specifically was, how do I go about disputing and removing a charge-off from my credit reports? And so first off, what is a charge-off? So a charge-off is essential, believe it or not, it's an accounting term. And if you go into default on an obligation with a lender or a credit card issuer, they're eventually going to take a loss on the loss they've taken because of you not making your payments on time. So really they're moving it around on their balance sheet to a loss in the technical term is either a profit and loss charge-off or a profit and loss write-off. It's essentially the same thing. On a credit report, charge-off is obviously indicating that the account went into some sort of a terminal delinquency and it is in default and it is considered to be negative by pretty much everybody, lenders, credit scoring systems. It is universally recognized that charging off having a charge-off on a credit report indicates non-performance of an account. And so how do you get a charge-off removed? Well, first off, in order for anything to be reported to a credit reporting agency and to remain there after you have disputed it, it has to be accurate. So to the extent that the charge-off is correct, then I'm not going to be able to help you because accurate information should be on your credit reports. However, if you feel that the information is incorrect and you want to go through the process of disputing it, then I can certainly tell you how to do that and what happens, kind of a workflow, if you will, when you do choose to dispute not only a charge-off, but pretty much anything on your credit report with which you disagree. So you really have 2 options as the consumer. You can file a dispute directly with the company that furnished the information to the credit reporting agency, and so that's referred to as the data furnisher, or we're just going to call it furnisher for the presentation here. This is usually going to be a bank or a credit union or some sort of financial services company, which really encompasses the majority of furnishers to the credit reporting agencies, them and debt collectors. Or you can go directly to the credit reporting agencies and file your dispute directly with one of the credit reporting agencies or with all 3 of the credit reporting agencies. And so really you have a lot of flexibility as the consumer. You can pick and choose to deal with whatever party you would like to deal with. So if you contact the furnisher is going to perform their investigation into your dispute. If the furnisher finds that what they are reporting is incorrect, then they are going to correct it. And if they report that information to all 3 of the credit reporting agencies, then they're going to correct it with all 3 of the credit reporting agencies. And so essentially what happens there, consumer contacts the furnisher, they perform their investigation, and then they contact the credit reporting agency. I try to write some arrows here to kind of give you an understanding of which direction things flow, and correct the information. If the furnisher reports to just one of the credit bureaus, then obviously they're only going to correct it on that one particular credit bureau because there's nothing to correct on the other 2. If you file a dispute directly with the credit reporting agency or credit reporting agencies, they are going to contact the furnisher. This is referred to, believe it or not, as an indirect dispute. So you're indirectly disputing something with the furnisher versus a direct dispute where you're directly disputing it with the furnisher. No one has a loan with Equifax. No one has a credit card with TransUnion. No one has a student loan with Experian. So they reasonably have to contact the furnishing party to validate your dispute, whether it's wrong or it's not yours or you were never late or the balance is incorrect, whatever the dispute happens to be. They're going to have to go to the furnisher and communicate with them directly and ask them, hey, look, is there any truth to this? If there is, how would you like us to correct it? Would you like us to remove it? What do you want us to do with this information? Because the consumer disagrees with it. So once the credit reporting agencies communicate with the furnishing party, and there's a process, a long-standing process that is in place. There are certain forms that are used when the disputes happen. There's a certain communication protocol that is used. And so really this process of disputing has become very, very efficient and very, very effective. Most disputes, the investigations associated with those disputes are done within a couple of weeks. Even though the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives 30 to 45 days to complete investigations, the process actually takes a much shorter period of time. Some investigations are done within a day or two. So it just kind of gives you an idea of how efficient the process has become, which is really consumer friendly. Once the furnisher responds to the credit reporting agencies with the results of their investigation, the credit reporting agencies are then going to make whatever changes are needed to the credit report. Either they're going to delete the item, they're going to change some aspect of the item so that it is correct, or they're going to leave it as is because the furnisher may have validated that the information was already being reported correctly. And then the credit reporting agency is going to contact the consumer with results of their investigation. And so really this process, which seemed kind of cumbersome when you're describing it, this happens very, very quickly and is actually very, very efficient. All right. Once this is all done, then the consumer has a choice. They can either live with the results of the investigation, and hopefully they're happy with the results, or they can file another dispute. And if they have additional or supplemental information like canceled checks or something to help bolster their end of the argument, then certainly they can provide that information as well, and it will become part of the record of the investigation. This entire process that I just explained is free. It doesn't cost the consumer anything to do this. It doesn't cost you anything to challenge something with the furnisher. It doesn't cost you anything to challenge something with a credit reporting agency. So this is how the process works. If you have any other questions regarding disputing information or how to get information corrected on a credit report, please drop it in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
For more videos and credit tips from John Ulzheimer, go to www.tradelinesupply.com.